Hello people, Lucho here. Okay, this is a short video. Many people ask me in the past few months, but about if I can give you a little, way, technique, tips how to see the aura, the light around people and animals and plants, etc. So, what is the aura? The aura is energy. Is We are electric beings. We are electromagnetic beings, and we produce kind of a radiation. It's not radiation, but there is some kind of electromagnetic field around us. I know you all know that, but what I want to say with this is the aura is not some mystical thing. It's not some mystical thing. It's a physical thing. All other people, or not all, but many teachers will tell you the aura is spiritual. No, the aura is a physical thing. Understand? So how you see the aura with your physical eyes? You can't see the aura if you close your eyes. You understand? Or if you are in darkness, in total darkness. So it's physical. So it's very easy to see, understanding this, because you don't need any special vision. You need just to use your eyes. And at the beginning, well, the aura is perceived as some kind of light, kind of silverish, bluish, whitish, something like that. The deeper you go into seeing, or the better you get at it, you will see that the aura is composed of many layers. It's not at the beginning you will see only one massive layer of light, but the aura has 7 layers, which correspond to the 7 chakras. So the colors of the layers are like the colors of the chakra. The first layer is red, orange, yellow, etc. Now, many aura readers focus mainly on the colors to read, to interpret the aura. But you will see with time that the deeper you go, the more other things you will see inside the layers of the aura. These are called layers or levels or auric bodies. So in each layer has different patterns, like triangles and lines and things. This is very difficult to see, but that's what gives you the most information about the person or whatever you are reading. Now, every living thing has an aura: plants, animals, humans, etc. But this is what most people say. But the deeper, or the deeper you can see auras in other things too. Many teachers will tell you that I'm wrong, but I tell you everything has an aura, absolutely everything. This wall, this sofa I'm sitting, this glass I'm drinking water from. By the way, I don't know if you can see in camera here, more or less, that I have. No, you cannot see my Uchu glasses. Somebody gave me this for my birthday. A set of glasses and bottles that says Uchu. Thank you. You know who you are. Anyway, everything has an aura, okay? The thing is, this glass has only other quality of aura. It's not producing an electromagnetic field like human beings. So it has only one layer. But okay, this is only information. How to see the aura is very simple. I mean, very, very simple. You see, other teachers will tell you that you have to meditate or breathe this way or, calm your mind. Do a lot of things. I'm telling you, you don't have to do anything of that. The only thing you have to do is to train your eyes because you see the aura with your eyes. You see, I'm looking now in that direction, okay? You cannot see what is behind me, but I have some books, I have flowers, some plant, a wall, some furniture. So if I look now I look and focus on the books, well, I can see that the flowers that are next to it, they are not so, into my attention or they are not so sharp. Then I change to the flowers and the books are not so sharp now. Because this is what we do as human beings, is kind of selective focusing. I don't know if this means something, but like this is how I call it. You select what you will bring to the foreground of your attention. Because when we look at things, the eyes go like this until the eyes meet on that object. Okay? If I look at this glass now, my two eyes will meet here, will have an angle like this, that they intersect. And if I move the glass back and forth, the eyes will do ooh, 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 but we'll always keep this intersection of on the glass. Like this is how we operate in this world because it's the way we calculate distance. You see, humans calculate distance of object by focusing both eyes converging, meeting on that object. If you close one eye, you cannot calculate distance. I know many people watching this video now, they are already closing one eye or the other one. And they will say, oh, I can still more or less calculate. Yes, you can, because the brain has a function that's called interpolation that more or less calculates and tells you more or less where things are. But the reality is you can't calculate distance. So the whole idea of seeing the aura is not converging the eyes, not meeting the eyes in some points, but keep them parallel, looking like this. That's all. The other thing you need to do is to access the information that is coming from your peripheral vision, not from your frontal vision, but your peripheral. So what you will do every day in the morning or whatever you want, but you sit in the morning to have your coffee or something or whatever, and I'm looking at the books now that I have behind the camera here. So I will, with my peripheral vision, I'm seeing now one plant in this side and I'm seeing a mirror that I have over there. Understand? So, okay, I come back to the vision of the books and I go back to the peripheral. Now, every time I do this, the plant and the mirror are kind of more in the field of my attention. Then I will go even a bit wider. Now I can see a window in this side and the door to the balcony in this side. So you need to kind of every day to try to expand, to access your peripheral vision. If you are able to keep your eyes and with a soft gaze, you cannot focus on anything, parallel and access your peripheral vision, that's it. You will start seeing auras everywhere. Okay, I know it's easier said than done, but the thing is, I am teaching people how to see auras for more than 20 years. I mean, that's all you need. You don't need any special kind of technique, the whatever, blah 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 blah. Yes, you need some exercises that I will give you now. But this is the way you see the auras. Now, why to train the peripheral vision? Because there is a lot of information coming to your brain from the periphery of your vision that is blocked or cancelled by the brain because it's not needed actually in normal life. Okay, I'm looking now what is behind the camera, I'm looking at the books, I don't need to, it's not important, or I'm walking in the street or whatever, it's not important what is in 90 degrees, from my main vision. So the brain cancel it. But little by little, we need to tell the brain, teach the brain that we want that information in our awareness. An example of this is I always, in my lectures, in some of my lectures, I talk about this, is that there is something, if you are not very sure that the brain is canceling stuff, well, the proof is there is something you are seeing all the time, but the brain cancels it, and it is the tip of your nose. If you close one eye, you see the tip of your nose. If you close the other eye, you are seeing the tip of your nose. So obviously, with the two eyes open, you are seeing much more. You are seeing the tip of your nose all the time. But because it's not needed for anything, well, the brain is canceling it. I'm looking at the camera now. I'm not seeing my nose. But if I really focus, I see the tip of my nose. So there are a lot of things in our field of vision that are cancelled by the brain because they're not needed for the conscious experience of reality. But if you little by little you bring that information into your awareness, well, you see more. Everything becomes wider and sharper and clearer. Understand? So at the beginning, what you will do is, for a few minutes, sit somewhere and look like with a very soft gaze, not focusing on anything in particular, but on everything equally. What I mean is, if you focus, like if I focus on the books that are behind in the shelf, I focus on the books. Well, the books are kind of really the main focus of attention, and the flowers and the plant and the mirror are the second. They are not so sharp in my vision. Now I switch to the mirror. Well, now the books are not that sharp, they are not that important. The information, the visual information coming from the books into my brain is not that important for the brain because the brain knows that I'm focusing on the mirror. But if you don't have a priority, like something that is the main focus, everything becomes kind of equally important or, in the same plane of attention. So this happens when you just look with a soft gaze without focusing on anything in particular. Okay? So you will practice this to include everything in the same visual value and to try little by little to include more stuff within your peripheral vision. That's all. That's the training. Now, every time you really try to do it, you will kind of fail. You need to allow it to happen. You don't need to force it. There is nothing really to do. Understand? There is nothing to force to do to try to just allow it to happen. It's a natural thing. You know. So you do this. You know, anywhere, when you are in the coffee shop, when you are, don't do it when you are driving your car, but the rest, sit in the park, when you have lunch, just do it. Try to, you know, to unfocus, to have a soft gaze that will include everything for a few seconds. That's enough, a few minutes, 1 minute if you can hold it, but it will be very difficult 1 minute at the beginning because every time you blink, you will lose this. We blink, especially women blink many more times than men, but men blink all the time too. So you will lose it, but just let it come back. The next thing you will do is I recommend you to work with a plant. Okay. It's easier to work with the plant than with a person at the beginning. So I don't know. I need to move the camera here in real time to do this, but I should prepare this from before. But you will take a plant, and what you need is a white wall. Okay, it could be also light gray, but not colors, and especially not patterns. Okay, plain. White is the best. Then when you get good at it, you can see auras in a blackboard background if you want. But now, this will help. The light should be soft. Here I have a very soft light now. I personally cannot see cannot see, sometimes not at all, the aura if there is sunlight, direct sunlight on things. There is, I can see something, but there is other infrared and ultraviolet and many other part of the spectrum that will alter the thing. So you will take a plant and you will put it around 30 centimeters from the wall. Okay? It could also be touching the wall, but when I put it too close, it has some shadows and this and that. So if it is the case for you, in this side there are shadows, where here no, you don't look, you look at this part, okay? When there is just plain white here. But a little distance is better. Here is the best place, okay? So if you work, I don't know, whatever is your work, and you are able, and the conditions are that you can have a plant next to your computer or your whatever is your, it's good, because you can do this many times per day. If not, when you come back home, you set up your thing and that's it. And when you use a plant, try to have a plant like this one that has many leaves, and the leaves are kind of compact, but touching each other. Because I have, for instance, this plant here has a lot of space between the leaves, and this is more difficult at the beginning. So a nice plant, okay? What you will do is you will focus okay, the level of, although you are observing with a soft gaze and unfocused vision, you will be somewhere in the middle of the plant. Okay, that will be the level of the main thing. And if you do that and you go parallel and you pass through the plant like you are penetrating parallel with your vision, immediately you will start seeing light around the plant. Okay? Now, at the beginning, when you see, will be just light, maybe silver, maybe white. whitish or something, you will not see colors or patterns or nothing like that, but it's okay. This is the beginning. I prefer to work with plants because plants, especially trees, they also have 7 layers like humans, 7 chakras, the trees. There are animals that have less chakras, 4 or 5, and animals with many more. So we are closer energetically in the energetic blueprint. We are closer to trees than to certain animals. But the plant, you can have it here, all day long. You can talk to the plant. You can ask the plant, help me to see your energy. You put nice water, fertilizer. You can friend with the plant and it will help you. But you will focus somewhere here, okay? And you will start seeing this light. Now, if you blink, you will lose it, but it's okay, you will come back. The problem is not to get excited, because as soon as you start seeing the light here, let's say in this leaf, what happens is you want to see more clear, so you will try to focus, because this is what we are programmed, we usually, used to do. We will converge the eyes to try to see this light, and you will lose it again. Okay, but every day I don't recommend more than 2 minutes, okay, per day. Some people want to do 5 minutes, okay, but the more obsessed you get, the more difficult it is. So you just do it softly. 2 minutes per day, that's enough. At some point, you will be able to hold the vision of the light very little, like 5 millimeters around the leaves, or maybe 1 centimeter if you're lucky. But that's it, very, very pale, very soft. You will see this light. When you are able to hold the vision of the light for 20 seconds or something, what you will do is you will change the level of the attention from here to the top. In the moment you are kind of here and you see 5 millimeters of light, let's say around the leaves, and you do without focusing, not just keeping the whole soft gaze, you go up here, the light will expand like 15, 20 centimeters around the tree or the plant. It's not that the aura of the plant expand, is that you include more finer details and more, you can read more of the electromagnetic spectrum of the aura. So as soon as you do this, you change focus, the plant will, the light will go around, but you will lose it quickly. That's okay. Again, you do it again, boom, until one day you will be able to hold the whole vision of the light around the tree. The plant, well, this is a mini tree, so it's a plant tree. Now, the next thing you will do is you will, after you succeed with the plant, you will practice with yourself in front of the mirror. Now, when you are in front of the mirror, again, you need a white background or something like that, no patterns. If in your bathroom you have the only mirror at home or whatever, and there is tiles and things, well, you just put a paper or something. It has to be plain at the beginning. Later on, you will be able to see auras with any background, but at the beginning, you have to try to have the best conditions. So what you will do is, again, you will focus, you will look at yourself in the mirror with a very soft gazing, soft focusing and parallel, not like this, but parallel, like going through the mirror. And your level of attention will be the tip of your nose, okay? I mean, if you do it right, I mean, if you manage to relax your vision, you will see the first time. I mean, in 10 seconds, you will be seeing your aura. If not, okay, it will take a bit more, but it's very simple, people. So you will see here around the neck, and this part it first probably, like when you do it to yourself, most probably you will see white bluish at the beginning. With the plant, you will see maybe more silverish, but doesn't matter. This part. So with the focus of the attention here, some light, maybe 2 centimeters around here at the beginning, then all in your head will just appear there. Now when you blink again, you will lose it, but just relax and go, soft gazing again, and you will start holding the light. When you are able to hold the vision of this light around your head, you will switch your level of attention from here to the top of your forehead or the middle of your forehead. And again, a big light will appear around your head. The first time, 2 times, 3 times, it will disappear in 2 seconds, but little by little you will be able to hold. So I think if you do just this is enough. It will take you 2, 3 months to hold that thing, and maybe in 6 months you will be super, seeing all the time this light. Now, if you want to practice more regularly and you don't have the mirror, you can do it with your hand. Okay, when you take a break at work, or you are in the park or something, what you will do is you will focus again your attention in the middle of the palm, passing through parallel eyes, eyes parallels, vision going through. It's like if I put my hand here, it's like I'm watching where the camera is now. I'm going through. So you will focus here, and you will start seeing some light, some leading. The hand is less than around the head. We'll see like maybe 3 millimeters around only, 3, 4 millimeters of light. But once that you manage to hold it, to see the light around your fingers, you change the focus from the center of your palm to the tip of your finger, and will also enlarge. Okay, that's it. Now, some people, they are more sensitive physically, in a kinetic way. So, for some people, it's easier to feel the aura than to see it. So maybe you are one of these persons that can touch the aura much easier, and get information just by the touching. So if you are one of these ones, you will practice doing like this. This everybody can do it. Rub your hands to activate your chi. Put the hands distant like 50 centimeters and start going closer, until you feel. Now I'm feeling here. You feel something kind of dense between your hands, solid. Something. This is the aura. So you will train to feel it like this. Every time you will feel more. Then you will take these 2 fingers. It has to be your dominant hand. Your dominant hand is if you are right-handed, is the right. If you are left, is the left. This one, it will transmit. It's better for transmitting energy. The non-dominant hand is more receptive, more sensitive. So when you will feel the energy of somebody at the beginning, you will use your non-dominant hand. It's much more sensitive. Then you can use both once that you learn. And so you will take your dominant hand, these 2 fingers like this, and you will imagine a beam of energy, a beam of light. I don't know, here, like this, like something like this. And with this beam of light, you will touch your other hand. At the beginning, you have to be close. Now, I'm doing like this, and I feel like a circle, somebody's touching me, but then you will increase distance more and more and more, and I still can feel it from here. Well, maybe you saw me in workshops. I can do this to people from 20 meters. So if I can do it, you can do it. I don't have nothing special. But at the beginning, practice with yourself. Okay, touch, touch, touch. So you get sensitive. These hands start getting very sensitive. So then you go and try to touch your own aura, and then you try it with others. Now, once that you are able to see around yourself, the plant, everything, you start practicing with a friend. Again, your friend has to be sitting a little bit away from the white wall. Just relax and look your friend parallel, look through him, through her, with a soft gaze, include everything in your vision field, your peripheria, everything with the same visual value, and in no time you will see the light around your friend, and you will, start seeing more and more. Maybe you're lucky, you start seeing colors right away. I will make another video later about the colors of the aura, and especially the layers, what each layer, represents, and how to read it, etc. But please, if you're really serious if you really want, you're not serious, you can do it for fun, but if you want to really see the auras, just do small steps and just try to follow the tips I give you here. Don't go to Google it now, because everybody will tell you something different. Some people want you to meditate and think of the chakras. Some people want you to breathe in certain way or to do certain thing. Forget it, okay? Just do this. If this, what I'm sharing with you, doesn't work for you, well, then go and do the complicated things. But simple things work better, Leonardo da Vinci said simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, and I believe that, it's like this. So go simple. Now, when you have your friend and you are able to hold the light around him, and if you can see some little bit colors or something, well, you can ask your friend, even if you cannot see colors, if you only see white, it's the same, you ask your friend to fake some moods, okay, think something that you really love, something that expands you. And you will see the light expanding, and you will see the kind of changing the brightness and everything. Think something, a trauma, something that produces, pain or sadness, something, you will see the aura shrinks a bit, and you can do a lot of things, but you will know intuitively how to do it. You understand? Now, one thing is important when you have a subject, or even the plant or yourself, try to be away from electrical things, understand? From things that produce electromagnetic fields, like monitors of computer, televisions, even the fridge or the Wi-Fi thing. Understand? Once that you learn, this does not affect you, but at the beginning, maybe for learning is better. I used to have one of these plants next to my computer monitor, and I used to see from, here was the monitor, here was the plant. When in this part of the plant was difficult to see the aura, and the other part was easier, So try not to be, if you have a computer or something, keep the plant at least 50 centimeters away or 1 meter away. Okay, that's all. Now, I do not recommend you anything else, okay? You will, if you Google this, I prefer you don't Google it, because you will get confused with what I tell you, what somebody else tell you. But if you Google it, you will see that there are many people recommending weird things, like things you need to drink, plants you need to eat. Forget it. The only thing that I may suggest to give a try, if you can get the hands on, is at some Aura glasses, but not these ones from China, from eBay, from that they cost 10 euros. Now, this is not gonna work, or $10. This is not gonna work. This is simply a blue glass, and this the blue plastic is the same like you take, I don't know in English, cellophane, this transparent plastic paper that you put one. I think you had to put one blue, one red, and one blue, and you can almost see something. But not this. In the 70s, in the 80s, there used to be some very good Aura glasses, but now they are not. They cannot be found now anymore. There were two pieces of glasses, and in between there was a liquid made out of something that I don't know the name in English, but in Spanish is diacinina, which is something that comes from alquitrán or catran, or from oil, that the hippies also in the 60s used to use. They used to paint these glasses with this liquid, and they used to see the astral world and everything. Maybe that's why you cannot find it anymore. I don't know. This is a chemical product that cannot be sold anymore to public. That's not the reason. It's because it's another reasons. But if you can get, your hands on some Aura glasses from the 60s, 70s, the real ones, well, it may help you. I tried them and they're very good. I used to have one pair of them but I don't have it anymore. But the rest of the things don't bother, Don't bother with binaural beats. Don't bother with strange meditations. Don't bother with anything. If you follow the tips I told you, you will be seeing auras very, very soon. It's a natural thing that you used to do when you were a kid. So again, like always, I don't script this video, so I hope I didn't forget anything. I will I will let you know when I post the next video, which I will explain the colors, the meanings, how to see the layers, etc. But this is more advanced, so I give you at least 3 months to work with this. So I don't know. Steps are simple. I will do, if I can remember, I will do a little recap. Sit somewhere, look with a unfocused gazing, soft gazing. Nothing has to have more visual weight in your field than other things. Everything becomes the same. And include peripheral objects every time more. It's just, if you intend to do it, it will happen every time you see more things. And that's it. Work with the plant, put it against a white wall, see the light, focus on the middle of the objects always. When you can hold for 10 seconds, 15, 20 seconds this light, change the level of attention, the aura will expand, and that's it. Work with yourself in the mirror, do the same from the tip of the nose to the top of your head, the center of your hand to the top of your fingers. That's it, like something like that. Then work with a friend. When you work with another person, it's very important to the light conditions. Understand? You need to have soft light, not very bright background, but white, etc. So you will have to experiment, next to the window, away from the window, etc. But it's very simple. And if you follow all these steps and you practice and you take it a bit seriously, you will be seeing auras in no time. So I hope this was a bit useful for you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.